Hello, I'm Heather Morigeau. We're on day 40 of 100 days to launch. Today is October 4th as well, so 10, 4, 40. Right? So I pay attention to number patterns, it's one of my little quirks. So I kind of had a series of interruptions over the last few days. My mental health manifests in such a way that sometimes it will just interrupt everything I'm doing and I'll lose a couple days. And sometimes I will lose a couple days and then I will freak out, realize I'm losing days, and lose a bunch more. But I've gotten to the point now that I'll lose a couple days and then I'll be able to bring myself back. Braid my hair. Breathe. Everything will be okay. So it's a slow progress. I realize that this is one of the things that I will be dealing with when we're hiring people who also have mental health issues. That's why I'm creating the social enterprise. I would call in sick for days, basically trying to come up with reasons that were justifiable to an employer, when really what I needed to say was, I need a mental health day. My mental health is not good and I need some time. And so I've designed an app in my mind that would help me be able to connect with earth workers who have these same barriers to employment, and find a way to connect with them so that they can communicate these things in a way that's shame-free. Yes, you need a mental health day, and that's good that you can say that you need that. And so I don't have the ability to make an app yet. I don't have the money to hire somebody to do it for me. So I'm keeping that one locked up and, acknowledging that right now I have too much on my plate. As soon as I begun this journey, you may have noticed, I was huddled in a corner talking into my earpiece, doing these videos, and now I'm standing here in front of you. I'm like, yep, I'm committed to doing this. I'm terrified, no doubt, but I'm doing this. So over the past, before I had my interruption, I was working on web design. I received an email from Sean Friesen. He gave me quotes for what it'll take to develop the brand with our new name, which I pronounced wrong, and we will get to that. I started working on what's going to be presented on the pages for the website and what are going to be the gifts that we give our backers who contribute to the crowdfunding. So I was working on that. I can't afford to hire him right now. It's going to be a very simple, non-branded page to begin with, because it's simply not financially feasible at this point. I considered the idea of starting a small crowdfunder just to hire him, but baby steps. Everything is starting where you're, Sean Looney called it a lean startup, right? And I was very much stuck in the mindset that I'm going to need a sign, I'm going to need a branding, I'm going to need a logo, but sometimes that's not reality. I've been cooking a lot. It's harvest season. I have 4 squashes on my kitchen table and so much food coming out of every garden and every box that I can access. The farmers are just drilling into that earth and it's kicking up all the dust, and that gets into my sinuses, and so it's a very active time of year. Personally, I think fall is more active than spring, when we're just getting geared up, because this is our last hurrah, so that we can pull our energy into our roots, so that we can hibernate for the winter. Spirituality is a big part of what keeps me going. I'm praying constantly. I'm smudging often. I'm talking to God. I'm talking to my Creator. I'm going to church. I'm trying to be of service to other people as best I can be, and one of the things that I did this week was I braided some untreated jade beads I had into my fidget spinner, right? So I'm constantly in social situations going like this, and that helps me kind of relax my voice and not be overexcited with my voice. This kind of looks like a rosary and it kind of looks like a mala, and it started during my surrogate journey and I've continued that. This is just one of those many things that help me, ground spiritually and remind myself that there's so much more. So I've gone on for 5 minutes. I had more things to talk about. Family tree, the Warrior Woman podcast. I don't want to run on 12 minutes on this video. So thank you for sticking with me, and we'll talk to you soon.